What if I told you a 59-year-old man suited up and played college football? Sounds like a movie plot, right? Well, it is. The film The Senior is in theaters right now, but it's also a true story. Mike Flynn actually returned to play his senior season of college football nearly 4 decades after he left the game. Today we're going to talk about why his story matters and what it teaches us about longevity and how it ties into the truth I've been preaching for years. Age does not define ability. Today on the Personalized Fitness Podcast. Hey, welcome to the Personalized Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Garrett Williamson, president of Personalized Fitness. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And if you enjoy the show, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can always reach us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. Or online at personalizedfitness.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Personal Edge Fitness. If you want to contact us via X, it's at Team PE. All right, let's dive into this unbelievable story of grit, mindset, and unfinished business. In 2007, Mike Flynn, a strength and conditioning coach and grandfather at the time, did something no one expected. He went back to Sul Ross State University in Texas, the school where he had been kicked off the football team 37 years earlier. And at age 59, he suited up and played his senior year of college football. Now, Hollywood just turned this into a feature film called The Senior. But let's look at the real lesson here. Flint didn't return to prove that he was the fastest, the strongest, or even the most skilled player on the field. He came back because of a mindset. The mindset that unfinished business is worth finishing, no matter your age. The mindset is powerful. You've heard me talk about this a lot. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that purpose and goal setting are linked to better health, longer life, and greater resilience. In other words, when you wake up with a reason to keep going, your body responds. Flint had a reason. He wanted to put on the pads again, not as a stunt, but to prove to himself that his age was not a limitation. And he did it. Now let's be clear. Not everyone needs to play college football at 59, but his story illustrates all 4 of the components of ability we talk about all the time here. Fitness. He stayed in shape for decades, not because he planned a comeback, but because he valued strength and health. Nutrition. He understood fueling his body mattered more all through his life, period, especially as he got quote-unquote older. It meant more. It didn't mean less. Lifestyle. He built daily habits that supported his ability, from training routines to recovery practices. One of his lifestyle habits also dealt with fitness. He loved doing sprints. And that's why when he went out on the field to try out for the team, he was ready. And above all, mindset. He refused to let a number, 59, dictate what he was capable of. That last one, mindset, that was the difference maker. Here's the thing. We all have unfinished business. For some, it's a fitness goal they never quite reached. For others, it's running that race, losing those pounds, or just proving to themselves they can feel strong again. Age does not cancel that. If anything, age makes the pursuit far more meaningful. And a quick reminder now before we go any further, if you're enjoying this episode, hit like, follow, and share. You never know who might need to hear this message today. Now think about this. What if Mike Flynn had decided at 40 or 50 that this chance had passed? What if he believed the lie that he was too old? His story wouldn't exist. And yet, His story now inspires thousands of people to rethink what's possible. And if you're wondering if he inspired anybody to do the same thing, well, you might want to Google Thomas Sillow. He's a D3 football player for Lycoming, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Lycoming College, and he's 58 years old. This is the same thing I want for you. You don't need to strap on football pads at 59, but you can finish what you started. You can set a goal that excites you, maybe even scare you a little, and pushes you to see what's possible. So here's my challenge. What's your unfinished business? Maybe it's fitness. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's proving to yourself you can still do something you thought was long gone. Don't let the calendar dictate your ability. Just like Mike Flynn, you can write a new ending to your story. And I highly recommend you go see the Angel Studios movie, The Senior. We just saw it this past weekend. It's incredible and amazingly inspiring. But if you'd like help figuring out what your plan for completing your unfinished business looks like, well, give us a call at 251-278-3343 or visit us online at personaledgefitness.com. Don't let that calendar set your limitations. Like I've talked about in a former podcast, don't shoot for that minimum. Instead, try to thrive. Go take care of that unfinished business, because that's one more way we help you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.